Hi guys, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut. I start this week with a news flash. Land Rover have run out of side steps. So, over the last week or so, we have been inundated with orders from our usual Land Rover dealers who don't normally order side steps. Rumour has it that Land Rover have run out of steps globally, and guess who hasn't? So I am reaching out globally, not nationally, globally, to every Land Rover dealer that follows our videos. We have hundreds and hundreds of stock of our premium side steps. Do not succumb to cheap, volume-based, imported product. Our steps are premium quality. They're made in the UK. Hardware and PU pads with high-end powder coating that does not rust. They're easy to fit, so these can be purchased as a standalone item or with volume-based discount. So if you're a Land Rover dealer, reach out to us, and alongside this, you can actually couple it up with some nice styling options which add a little bit of flair to your showroom cars. Maybe go for an OEM Plus look with a spoiler or some 22-inch wheels. A lot of Land Rover dealers that buy from us already do this to kind of enhance their stock and make it a little bit different from standard. So if you're a Land Rover dealer and you've run out of side steps, or you just want to add a little bit of flair to your showroom cars, get in touch with us. Yeah, we can start. Let's go. Rate My Ride, January 2024. We have the first 20 people in.
I'm really looking forward to this.
This is the short list.
Yeah.
I think it was about 60 people that emailed us details of their modified vehicles, and I don't know what to expect from this.
So thank you to everyone, first of all, who sent in their rides. Now, to start off, I'm just going to say that taste is subjective. Me and Simon aren't right or wrong about what we're going to be saying about these cars. We are just giving our honest opinion, honest feedback, and maybe a little bit of constructive criticism.
We have to be careful though, because we preach a statement, don't we? If you can't say anything nice, just scroll on.
I'm not going to say anything horrible. I might just say a couple of times that it's not my cup of tea.
So this section could involve us saying nothing and
This
scrolling on.
could be the first and last Rate My Ride.
Yeah.
And this is Tom's idea as well, isn't it? So if it all goes wrong,
Bite him. No, he's
no,
good.
he's
Don't
good.
fire
He's good
him.
at his
Don't
job.
fire
Right,
him.
let's start with the first. Let's start with the first wagon then.
Right, here
what
we
are you
are.
saying? So we have Gavin Trainor's 2005 VW-T5. Now that's cool.
It is cool.
That's like is it Nardo Grey? But look, he's had everything done. Full interior, the lot. It is an El Manuel though, which is surprising. Did they do DSGs in 2005?
I don't. El Manuel.
Manuel. I know my Spanish, don't I?
So it's obviously sat on air. Looks pretty sick. It's got good stance.
Oh, I've made a faux pas already.
What?
It actually says what it is. Painted Porsche Fashion Grey, which is probably just Porsche's version of Nardo Grey. It's all
I mean,
much better.
it looks got a bit more of a bluey tinge to it, but I like that.
Cool. Air suspension.
Gavin, good build.
10 out of 10. I just want to give everyone a nice...
Eight.
Oh,
No,
okay.
eight.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Right, next. Oh,
Yeah, boy.
it's like a Japanese Mark II Escort.
I was just about to say, is that a Mark II Escort? And then I read it.
That's very cool. Williams Sanctuary.
Williams Sanctuary, imported from Thailand, a one-off build. Engine swap with a Mazda MX-5 1.8 VVT.
1978 Toyota Corolla K30. That's so cool.
Sick.
That's really cool.
I'd like to drive that around. I reckon that'd turn more heads than anything.
That's almost like your Tiffany blue sort of.
Yeah.
That's
My
very,
kind of
very,
colour.
very cool. 10 out of 10.
That's
10 out of 10.
That's a 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Next. Oh, do you know what? Look, Dearn brothers. Oh, do you know what? And you know me, I do love a Transit as well.
They might be related to me.
They could
it's
be.
It's a rare name.
Do you need any building work doing? Simon should love it. It's got his last name written all over it.
Chasing the dream, living the nightmare. Check out the logo on the top of that. Chasing the dream. You know what? We could be related because I'm chasing the dream and living the nightmare.
You're not living the nightmare. You're living the dream. That I do like a Ford Transit. I've spent a lot of time in vans, and the Transit is the one.
This is my long lost brother's, uncle's, sister's, auntie's uncle, George Dearn.
Do you know what? I'm going to state a fact, right? VW T5s and T6s for show, Transits for actually getting the work done.
Getting the work done.
There we go. Bosh.
That's got a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
For one reason only.
Yeah.
It's a Dearn car.
Love it, George Dearn. Is that a Supra?
I wouldn't even
From
know what that is.
New York. That's cool.
Hey, David. Thank you, man.
David from New York City, a Toyota Supra. It looks like a T. Is it a T-bar as well? Or is it a
nice imagery as well?
Do you know what? Fast and Furious 1. You know the orange Toyota Supra.
Don't know it. Didn't watch it.
I said forget about it, cuz.
Who else hasn't watched Fast and the Furious? Who else thinks he's an absolute load of dog?
No, the first two were very good, right? Because they were about the cars, they were about modified car scene. Now it's just about The Rock jumping through buildings and beating up Vin Diesel and stuff. Anyway, that is very cool. 10 out of 10, very cool. 11 out of 10. Some say one of the best Japanese cars of all time.
Never driven one, never been in one, haven't seen very many. So I think I've just got to move on from this one.
10 out of 10. Oh, look, he's taking a picture outside Urban. Richard Goulding and his Vauxhall Aguila 1.2. Granny wagon on Viagra, as he says. I mean, Richard, if that's your
how's that work?
first or second car,
he's got imprints in the wrap. Ah, so he's had liquid copper wrap with honeycomb decals put underneath it. So
that's cool.
this is the first embossed car I've seen.
I mean, it ain't for me,
no,
but I can see that he loves it, and I see that he's put a lot of work into it. So fair play.
Clean and crisp, not our cup of tea though.
There we go. I'm not going to keep rating them. I can't keep rating them because it's unfair.
Wow, this is James, one of our first customers. Yeah, he's had this truck since the beginning, and I remember how important this was to him. He saved up, and he was probably the most elated customer when he got his truck ever.
I know this, James. He used to come back for loads of bits and pieces. This was always a working project for him, wasn't it?
And he's obviously still got it.
That's really cool. And it looks like it's being worked as well.
Yeah, nearly 10 years old. Wow.
Awesome.
10 out of 10, James.
Nice one, James.
For sticking with a brand right from the beginning.
Honda CRX.
What's that then?
That's a very small Japanese sports car. So this is from Khan.
Gull wing doors. No, not gull. No.
I ain't into that. Right, so 46. No, I was just going to go. Right, okay. Look, Khan, thank you for your entry. I think it's cool. Size just very impatient.
T4.
Right, okay. If you look closely at this, from the outside, it's very OEM, but I'd say this is OEM plus because look. Banded steel wheels.
Yeah.
He's had the full interior done.
Yeah.
It looks like an original VW colour. Smoothed on the outside.
Yeah.
So Bernard Woods, your VW T4 is very, very cool.
It's super cool. Here's where the constructive criticism comes in.
Go for it.
Needs to be on air because then it would look sick.
I respect the fact that it's not on air. I respect the fact that it's quite a scene kind of vehicle, but it hasn't been put on air.
And we should like this because we were both brought up on a council estate, and this is an ex-council van.
I like that. 10 out of 10. 10
out of 10 for the councilist, Nesta. Yeah, that's it.
Sam Sanders RS3 Merlin purple. The RS3 in Merlin purple
And
with gold wheels.
Gold wheels over purple. It looks so cool. We did a Range Rover Sport with Merlin purple over gold wheels.
That was the first V2 Sport, wasn't it? Yeah, it looked very, very cool.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
Great car. What's this then?
Colin Barry, Nashville, Tennessee, in a Chevy M1008.
What I'm seeing here is like tourist vibes, yeah? You're driving down a single track road, you've got desert either side of you, and this pulls up behind you and he wants to kill you.
Let me tell you something about this. It is a former US military non-tactical vehicle. I mostly use it now to do a little bit of off-road and camping. Right, that is very cool, although that does look like a serial killer's truck in every single film you've ever seen.
You'd almost have a gantry on the top. Can you see that?
Colin Barry, I'm sure, is a very, very nice guy from Nashville, Tennessee, but if that came up behind you, you'd be intimidated.
You would.
Before you go on to the next one, is that your Defender 130? That's the 130.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, let's leave this for a minute then. Stop tapping away. Should we go and have a look at that?
Yes.
I'll leave that to you.
We need to get some dye for these. I don't like the colour of them.
Are they going to get painted anyway?
Yeah, Reese is already working on that, mate.
But I don't like the colour of them.
Oh, fair enough. Ground.
Look how clean and crisp this is though. Got a nice little logo, even in places that you can't see. That's the tow eye cover for the new Range Rover. And these are very thin, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, they're
Like
wafer
rice
thin.
paper.
Yeah, but look how flexible they are.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah, it's
break.
great.
So, Defender 130, special build. We've got two new things to launch. Wheel arches.
Yes.
Do they fit?
Yes.
Promise?
Promise.
No manipulation?
No manipulation. And
Oh,
they're perfect,
unbelievable.
actually. Well, do you want to see?
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do it. Oh my God.
Fits the profile of the car so well, doesn't it?
No manipulation required.
Is that on the on the thingy now?
Yes. Just around there.
Yeah. Yeah, once it's on the car, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
It's gonna be fine, mate. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Exciting times.
Nice.
Just makes you want to make all of them out of that, doesn't it? Like
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now we've got this new method of shooting, we hopefully need to see how that adheres to the car.
Yes,
whether
it
it's
needs some testing, doesn't it? But
better than revision 1. Yeah, get them painted up, get them on. So we've got a new set of wheels for this, yeah?
Yes, WX4 22s
Yeah.
on Geos. Yep.
Yeah, so this will be the first car that we put these out on. Being as this a little bit of a showcase for this and new wheels, what else can we do?
I was thinking about this earlier. So I was thinking, get the front end a bit more aggressive. We'll go with an A-bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, A-bar on top, yeah, cool.
XRS bonnet. Now I know that they are exclusive to XRS, but
but
no
we-
exposed carbon.
Yeah, we can do it with satin vents,
But if you do that, there's no other satin on the car.
unless we wrap the sides.
it
Yep.
won't take us long to wrap the sides satin black, will it?
We do like an outside only. Let's do that.
That'll really contrast against the arch as well.
We'll do that.
So gloss arches, satin black sides,
XRS bonnet,
XRS bonnet with satin vents.
light bar, spoiler, usual, mud flaps,
New wheels.
and yeah, the satins. Yeah.
It's not a hugely popular car, but if you need the extra seat space, then I guess you've got to go for a 130. I think it's going to be more popular in the US
Agreed,
than
yeah.
here.
They're becoming more and more popular though. I'm seeing more and more of these on the road over here.
Yeah,
I've also recently found out they've released a V8 in this now, haven't they?
yeah, they have, but it's reduced horsepower. Only 500 horsepower rather than 525. Haven't got a clue why. Must be emissions.
It's not really that upsetting though, is it? 25 horsepower? What's 25 horsepower between friends?
It's a lot when your mate in his 110 pulls up and he says, how much horsepower has yours got? Yeah, let's get cracking on this. we can do this relatively quickly, can't
Well,
we?
yeah, everything's ready for it, minus obviously the XRS bonnet and those, because we've got 110 arches ready to go, which the front end is, isn't it?
So we'll keep the bonnet gloss, yeah? So we'll paint the bonnet in Santorini to stripe through the middle, so the satin will only go on the sides and the vents, and that's it, yeah? Cool. Sound. Let's get cracking.
Very cool.
Go on, Stefan.
Stefan Banks with his 2013 Panamera.
With his 4-door
diesel. See, my cup of tea. My cup of tea, that, because he'll probably get 50 miles to the gallon, but it looks like that. That is very, very, very cool. That's one of my favourites.
I will say that it is pointless though.
Why?
Because it is. It's a 4-door Porsche. I always thought they were pointless.
Practical, looks great, Porsche. 10 out of 10.
Buy an SUV if you want 4 doors.
But he's aired it out though, look. It looks, that's cool. We're gonna disagree on that one then. I think that's really cool. Russell Wilkes in his 2013 Vauxhall Vivaro, not interested, not a Transit. Danny Blake, 2018 Audi S3. Right, constructive criticism, yeah? Those windscreen things. What are they called?
Are they actually like the wind deflectors?
No, the windscreen itself looks like someone's got like an oil slick over the windscreen. They drive me mad. They look awful.
Yeah, I mean the ride height and everything's pretty on it, but the windscreen.
Colour, ride height, alloys, kit, cool. That windscreen tin.
Either that or you're making a fool of yourself and it's just a reflection from the picture.
No, it is one of them windscreen tins.
That's cool.
Right, say his name.
Gaetano Palumbo.
Actually, you did a lot better than I could. Yeah, maybe a little bit more cultured than me.
Gaetano. Where is Gaetano from?
Classic Mini, Barn Finds COVID project. Very, very cool then. Running a 1440cc with split Webers, 125 brake horsepower, which doesn't sound a huge amount, but is something that you could pick up.
Yeah.
About the same weight as a J-cloth. That is very cool.
It has a bull-nose bonnet as well and a carbon bumper.
It's got carbon on it, on a classic Mini.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's cool.
Nice
Super cool. 10 out of 10 for coolness.
See, I love a Golf R.
I
do love a Golf R and a rare 3-door as well. See, in my late teens, early 20s, I wouldn't even thought about a 5-door Golf.
No, because it looks better as a 2-door.
It does look good as a 2-door. That's a very cool one. Another car on air, 370 brake horsepower.
I'm not cool enough to comment on this really.
No, I mean there's only a few years between us, but I am a lot younger and cooler than you. 10 out of 10. Vauxhall Signia VX line from Sunny.
Just so you know, there's no modification on that.
No, I think
it's got the wind deflectors that you like.
It's got a splitter.
Yeah.
Another one of them dodgy windscreen tints.
Yeah. Sunny.
I know this kid, Warren Matthews, with his bagged E-Class coupe, and I actually did the sad, we've sort of got the same car thing, thumbs up on the Bedford bypass. That is a very, very, very cool car. Very cool car. I've seen it a couple of times, and I think he dailies it, and it looks like a show car. What do you think?
Taste is subjective.
That is a cool car.
Not for me, it isn't. No.
Yeah, you are definitely getting old.
I am.
Right, Kieran O'Brien, Vectra V6 GSI Estate.
I had one of these, but not the Estate.
Right, so look, one of only 3 black Estates.
That's rare as hell, isn't it?
So, would you put this down as a modern classic? Because that's going to be early 2000s, so it's over 20 years old now.
Maybe.
Do you know what I really like about the old Vectra?
The wing mirror going into the bonnet.
Oh, that's it's a cool thing. I'd say that's a future classic. Chase Carpenter and a Range Rover Sport. Not modified enough. He's got the Phantoms. He's got the 23-inch Phantoms.
He's just got a set of wheels. That's it, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it. Okay, right.
Simon, talk to me about your favourite.
Right. Shortlist for me: Tiffany blue Toyota Corolla.
Very cool thing.
Even though if you didn't put Toyota Corolla there, I wouldn't have known what it was.
You would have thought that was a Mark II Escort, wouldn't you?
I said, is that an Escort? Yeah, that's cool. And then probably my number one, I think it's got to be the Merlin Purple RS3 because that's a bit of me.
You're an Audi fan.
Yeah.
B, I know how much you love Merlin Purple.
Yeah, and I bet that will drive so cool. Yeah, that's probably my favourite. Sam Sanders, Merlin Purple RS3.
I think I'm going to be greedy and have 3.
No, you can't.
Top 3.
No, you got to have 2. Okay, if you're having 3, then the Mini.
Okay, I'm going to have 2.
the Mini as well.
I'm going to have a 2 with a special mention then. Okay. So the Toyota Supra, because that is just one of the best Japanese sports cars ever made. It's an icon. It looks very cool, and I love the fact it's in New York City. Them pictures are awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2, I really like that Porsche Panamera because it's so different. You don't really see Porsche Panameras. You especially don't see them slam like that with a nice set of wheels. It just looks so clean. Very cool. And then special mention to Warren and his aired out E-Class coupe because he's a man after my own heart. Look at that, pillarless windows, clean looking, air ride. Very, very cool thing. So they're my top 3.
Who's your number 1 then?
Have I got to choose number 1?
You got to choose between the best one.
I love the Supra, but I think for individuality and thinking outside the box, it's got to be the Porsche Panamera for me.
Yeah. I don't like this feature. We're just not agreeing on stuff.
But
yes, tasty subject.
2 very polarising cars though. Your favourite is the Toyota Corolla and mine is a diesel Porsche Panamera.
No, my favourite's the RS3.
Oh, the RS3, okay.
RS3, yeah, that's cool.
I enjoyed rating our subscribers' cars, Simon. We need more of that.
It was my favourite part of the week, Leonard.
That was good. Call me Leonard. I hate you when people call me Leonard. I don't like it. I'm not even Leonard.
I'm Lenny. Then.
Yeah, I'm going to put this out there though, talking of rating cars.
I've seen your passport. You are Leonard.
I'm not Leonard. This...
He's Leonard.
I'm not. I'm Leonard. This is going to be my favourite build Urban have done since I've worked here in the last 8 years.
You reckon?
I'm putting it out there.
But you've said that about 10 times and so have I.
But I know, but we keep building new cars, don't we? So this is my newest favourite build, 100% because of the detail. I love this grille. It looks fantastic. The leather's so cool.
Yeah.
Are we doing something with the brake calipers?
No, we're not, no.
Leaving the brake calipers.
Because we was considerate of the warranty.
We need to consider that.
We took all of the bumpers off. Put 24
ripped a brand new colour of the bar. We're not going to paint the calipers.
Just in case, yeah. No logic with that. But I agree, this is going to be the business when it's done. And I think it'll be done for next week's video.
Ooh.
On that note, guys, why don't you press... Where is it? Wait there.
Where is it? Subscribe. You see Christmas facing this way. Hold a minute, subscribe is that way.
On that note, don't forget to share, like and subscribe.